No, I'm not gonna regret making this. First step in the goonism, you're asexual. Like, people don't really turn you on. Since people don't turn you on, you don't have the DNA neurological wiring to goon. You've gone 6 months to a year without getting an erection. At that point, you might as well just become trans. I'm just being honest. Being 10 to 14 years old, now apparently this is where people first start gooning. Some people start at 15. It's like, damn, nigga. Took you to 15 to bust a nut. That's crazy, right? But yeah, there's not much to really say on this level. It's just like, you're just learning your body. You're growing. You're changing. Next, we have twerk videos. Twerk videos on Instagram. Even twerk videos on YouTube. If I wanted to see twerk videos, I would go on YouTube and search twerk compilation. It's like a fat ass nigga at a candy store. You just get hypnotized by buns. It's like a fat kid seeing cake. But these twerk videos, they're just baby steps into something much, much more deeper. Pause. Next, we have the GTA 5 strip club. Now, if you're one of those kids, your parents, they didn't really supervise what type of games you played. Like me, I couldn't ask for GTA 5. There was a woman in a bikini on the cover. I could not get that shit. But a lot of people, they're 10 years old. They go into that strip club. Their life changes forever. You go into the strip club and then you go in first person mode. Bro, it's over. This is a gateway drug. The bathroom, safe space. Now you're at a level where you are stroking that shit. No phone, no computer, nothing, none of that. Like, you're just doing it. You can go, and it's possible to be a gooner without any visual representation. It's possible. Dry beater. I mean, bro, this is just rookie level shit. You know what I mean? You don't even have the concept in your head on what lubrication is, because you're just so new to gooning. Imagine dry beating in 2025, bro. It's impossible, bro. This is what you're doing on your Johnson when you're dry beating. What the fuck? My hands just got hot as hell. Now we got Mia Khalifa. Everyone knows Mia Khalifa, even if you don't watch that type of stuff. But you may get curious one day. Once you get tired of like not having anything visual to look at, you just dry beating. I don't even know how that works if you have foreskin. Like, that's crazy. But eventually down the line, you've heard of Mia Khalifa, like, oh, let me see what this is working with. Let me see what this is talking about. You get your phone, you go to the bathroom, and you dry beat. And you watch Mia Khalifa's mid-ass. I mean mid as a performer, not mid in like appearance. If Mia Khalifa ever sees this, Mia Khalifa, you're not mid. We're now at the last stage of level 1. You've officially started your gooning journey. I can't say this on YouTube, right? PH, you're officially on PH. The most basic website everybody knows, everyone goes to, is basically everyone's first website. For the rest of the video, I'm gonna refer to the P word as sports. Alright? So yeah, everyone knows about this even if they don't watch sports. You just click on the first thing you see and just watch it, and then boom, now you're gooning. Like, you're at that point where you don't even care what you're really watching. You don't know what's considered good quality, bad quality. All you know is that people are playing sports. And you can goon to that. Now on to level 2. You are a pillow humper. I'm not talking about you're laying on your side and you have like the pillow between your legs. I'm talking about you're on your bed, you're on your knees, you're maybe not that hard, but you are doing it. This is level 2 though, because I wouldn't technically count this as gooning. It's not really gooning, but you're doing gooner activity. You can reach 80% or higher of your full power without beating. This means you don't even need to touch your Johnson. You could just put on a video and like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even need to feel any stimulants on it. As soon as you see some booty, titties, it's just up. As soon as you start watching sports, you get hard. The sports pages 1 through 5. Now you're not just clicking on the first video you see anymore. You're actually exploring the sports website. You're dibbling and dabbling on what you liked, and you're dibbling and dabbling on what you liked even more than what you liked. This is the stage where you develop preferences. By the time you get to 6 and 7, you already found the video and you're already going, because your preferences aren't set yet. X videos. This is also another sports website. I feel like more people would know about PH than X video. XV has more variety than PH. At least I think so. I haven't been on either of those websites in years. Jargons! Now you're officially not a dry beater. Jargons! Now you're officially not a dry beater anymore. You finally like leveled up. Jargons? It's not that good of a lotion. Like, it's not good lubrication. it dries up pretty fast. You have to re-up a lot. You could probably go like 30, 35, 40 strokes before you need to reload. It's not very good quality, I'll be honest, but it's better than dry beating. So you're officially leveled up. You know, so like instead of having $0, you have $100. It's better than nothing. 10 minutes is your limit. Now, keep in mind, you're not dry beating anymore if you're at level 2. You're using Jergens. Since you were at level 1, you got used to the dry beating. But the Jergens, this is a new substance that your meat is filling. So it's not used to it. Like, you need to build your meat up. Jergens, it probably actually feels like a real vagina. At this point, if you're level 2, if you're going at a decent speed, let's say like 100 strokes, 10 minutes is your limit. You're not going anything past 10. You clear your history right after finishing. I remember when I was at this stage. How the search bar works is not just you type the first letter of the website, like I just type in P and PH comes up. No, you can type in any letter and the title of any video that you watched is gonna pop up. You type in what's 9 times 12 on Google. You type in what, the W is gonna pop up, and then it's gonna show a search result. Woman gets fucked super hard and fast on her birthday while stepdad is watching, and that's gonna pop up in the search bar, bro. So this is at the stage where you're clearing your history right after you finish, because you don't want these sport videos popping up on your search result or search bar, especially if there's people around. Twitter demons. Now, me personally, I don't know anything about this, but I know people be using Twitter. People use Twitter to watch sports. Every hoe has a Twitter, so it's just easily accessible. Now we're on to level 3. You got the big booty Latina experience. Now, like I said, you were probably surfing on the PH, looking around on what type of sports videos you want to watch. Eventually, something catches your eye. It's the big booty Latina. Once you're at this level, we're at level 3. Once you're at this level, you need to be very fucking careful, because it's so easy to fall into the deep end, bro. It's so easy. And for 99% of people, once they get to this point, there is no point of return. I'm being honest. Once you get to this level, I can't even explain this shit, bro. It's just that this shit changed my life, bro. It literally did. It literally did. It's not funny. I don't want to elaborate any further. XNXX, now you're using another sports website. It's a good chance this is the 3rd sports website that you ever known of. You're now at the stage where you're climbing the ranks, like, oh, PH didn't have what you wanted. Alright, let's try out XV. XV didn't have what you wanted. Wow, there has to be other places I could watch sports that has just what I'm looking for. XNXX. You use 3 to 5 websites that could just piggyback on what I was just talking about with XNXX. XNXX, PH, and XV, that's 3. There might be 2 extra additionals. Twitter, that doesn't really count as a sports website. So there's like 2 extra more that you know about, that you see. Probably like X Hamster and RedTube. Gooning in bed. You've now moved out of the bathroom. You'll probably be in the bathroom playing music. Probably like had the shower on, so people thought you were taking a shower. Probably had the sink on full, so people couldn't hear you. You know what I mean? If you are a dry beater, it'll be hard to hear it anyways. But if you're using Jergens, you can hear moisture wet noises if you're beating hard enough. But now you've graduated out of the bathroom. You just said to yourself, I'm not a pussy, and I just cannot keep doing this. I cannot keep hiding into a little safe space just to go. Just to get off. No, I'm gonna do it in the comfort of my own bed. Brother, sister, mom, dad, whoever's coming in the room. If you have no lock, then this is a level 3 offense. But if you have a lock, I will leave it at level 2. But I put in parentheses, no lock. If you're putting in level 3, no lock, that means you're... I can't say that word right. This is what I call suicide jerking. When you're doing this and you know people come to your room often, you have to goon with one earphone in or one earphone out, or you have to goon on low volume, which that's not very optimal. And you have to have sound cues, bro. Because if you're gooning and you don't have sound cues on when someone's coming into your room, That's a suicide jerk, bro. I'd rather play Russian roulette. Like, you're playing a dangerous ass game. You know 10 plus stars by name. Let's see if I can do that right now. Who's the first? Mia Khalifa, Violet Myers, Riley Reid, Lana Rhodes, damn, Lisa Ann, Alexis Texas. I already said Violet Myers. Mia Malkova, Abdullah Danger, Kelsey Monroe, Gem Jules, and Ty and or video game character dabbling. Now this is at the stage where I don't know. Some people have fetishes. Now this doesn't automatically mean that you do this if you're once you reach level 3 gooning. This doesn't automatically mean that you do this, but it counts for some who do it. For those who do it, yeah, you're level 3. Nearly daily goons, like you're gooning nearly every day. Maybe like every other day. Sometimes you may skip 2 days, then you do it 1 day. So like 3 times a week. Vaseline. You finally moved on from that trash ass Jergens, and then you move on to Vaseline. Now, for a lot of people, I've heard Vaseline burns people. You're not using the right Vaseline. You need to keep your Vaseline in an incubator. You need to keep it in a warm place. So as soon as you put it on, so as soon as it gets on your fingers and you start gooning, it's divine. So anyone using Vaseline and they have problems, they didn't store it right. It's like leaving milk out for 5 days, not putting it in the refrigerator once. And then you try to eat some Cocoa Pebbles, Frosted Flakes, whatever you eat. You try to eat some cereal and you pour the milk in the cereal and it tastes like ass. Why do you think that is? Why don't you use your head? Now on the level 4, amateur / homemade video introduction. You're not at the level where you're not watching sports where it's a big production behind it. You're not watching the NBA, NFL, NHL, and MLB. You're not watching that anymore. You're watching solo content creators. And the reason why you do this is because it's more real. It's no more cringe, fake acting. It's no more exaggeration. It's none of that anymore. It's actual moans. It's real. And you feel that through the screen. You have a go-to star / performer. You've seen what you liked, you've seen what you loved, and you've seen what you disliked. You have enough experience in the field, and you've gained a sense of expertise. Now you're at this stage where you know your type. You know what gets you wrecked. You know what you can really goon to. You have a go-to star. You're a big fan. You watch multiple of her videos. There may even become a time and period where she's the only athlete that you watch when you go on sport websites. Or he. I don't want to discriminate for all my gay ass niggas. Morning and night goon. Maybe. Now, if you're now at the point where you may goon twice a day. When you first wake up, you get the morning wood. Yeah, you gotta go handle that. And then at night, when it's nighttime, you also get like a little horny. You gotta go so you can go to sleep. You can't go to sleep bricked. You know what I mean? You have to get rid of that excess energy. You are now capable of hour-long goons. Now this is not just like repeatedly just gooning just straight up without a break. It's kind of like if you're having intercourse in real life. Like you're not just going at it the whole time, 100% of the time. You may stop a little bit, you may slow down, you may pull out, you may switch positions. And that all counts to the time that you're doing it. It may get to a point where you're at a point in the video and you're like, do I really want to bust right here? No, I don't. I have to wait until there's a better time to bust. So then you stop. But before you couldn't do that. Before you didn't have the stamina to have that option. Just like as soon as you were gonna bust, you were gonna bust. When you were at that stage, you were confused at why some of these sports videos, why were they 30 minutes? Like, it doesn't take 30 minutes for me. Why would it take anybody 30 minutes? It's because you are a level 1 or 2 gooner. You didn't know any better. So now you're at level 4, and now you understand why they have these 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 long minute videos. Now we have the OF girls. You moved on from the athletes on the PH sports websites. You moved on from that. Maybe some of the OF girls, maybe they were on the sports websites, and then that transitioned you over to going to OF. And then you find 2 different types of athletes. It's like the ABA and NBA merger. It's like Marvel versus Capcom. It's like Jimmy versus Timmy Power Hour collaboration. It's like, oh, all I did was watch Jimmy Neutron. I never watched Fairly Odd Parents, but since they did that collab, oh, I watch Fairly Odd Parents now. It's just like that. OF girls, you're watching the OF girls, you're learning the OF girls' names. Yeah, you're at level 4. Bookmark videos, you're bookmarking videos. Now, before you used to clear your history and all that, you're now at the point where you don't really give a fuck. You don't really care about it. If it pops up on your phones, oh well. But at this point, you should be using private Safari if you're on your phone. There was a time where that wasn't a thing, but like now, 2025, yeah, you should be on private anyways. Or incognito, that's what people be using. You're bookmarking videos, like you have an emotional attachment to some videos and they made you, and the Goon was so good that you're like, oh, I have to save this for later. Or I have to go back and rewatch this. It's like one of those people who go to the movies and they see a movie and like, oh, that movie was so good, and they buy it second tickets, they buy tickets again and watch it again. Instead of just waiting when it's out on Blu-ray or when it's out on Netflix or some shit. Instead of just watching it on 1, 2, 3 movies, oh, they have to buy a ticket again. It was that good. Sinners was just such a great movie. I loved it when I watched it for the 5th time. Yeah, it's like that. You're bookmarking videos now. Multiple videos. Of course, multiple videos. But the videos that really hit you when you were gooning, yeah, you have to bookmark that. And you have to keep that. Because it's very easy to lose videos. Like, I remember there was videos from, like, when I was in 8th grade. I'm still searching for it to this day. Yeah, so you got to bookmark that shit. You gotta book that. You gotta bookmark it because the internet is a big place and it's so easy to lose something. Been searching for that one video for fucking 5 years. It's gone forever. Chatterbait. I don't know if I can say this. If YouTube flags me for this, I'm just gonna have to go back and edit this and edit it. Oh my god, it's a whole bunch of work. Editing these fucking videos. It's a lot of work. Chatterbait. Yeah, if you know on if you know about Chatterbait. If you know about Chatter, well, I don't know, because they have like ads. They have a lot of ads. If you know about this, I'll say like you're level 2. If you've actually been on it, yeah, you're level 4. I've never been on Chatterbait, but if you're on Chatterbait, you're level 4 gooner, bro. Because you're not watching YouTubers anymore. You're watching streamers, and that's a more engaged type of content consumption. Uranus butt fuck now. For you to be level 4, that means you've gotten to the level where you like butts. You like booty holes. You don't have to like booty holes to be a level 4. But if you do, then you are at level 4. Yeah, you watch those videos. Like, you're not turned on by vagina. Like, yeah. You like the poop shoot. Bitch! Which is kind of weird to me. I wouldn't say I'm a master, but as someone who's like well versed and has a lot of expertise when it comes to this field of study, I'm still not a fan of this. I don't get, like, just literally a better hole. Why go into this one? We're now level 5. Is getting dark as hell. Level 5 sport acronyms. Now, this isn't just BBC. Like, everyone knows BBC. I'm talking about, like, like, actual acronym. I'm talking about JOI. I'm talking about GFE. I'm talking about DP. Like, you know all these acronyms and you know what they mean? Yeah, you're a level 5. Spank bang. Spank bang, if you know, you know. And if you know, then you're level 5. Baddie hub or baddies only. I'm going to be honest. Once you're at this point, like, it's cooked. Life is never going to be the same. Once you're at this point, it is cooked. You know what I was talking about with the big booty Latinas? Yeah, you're going to get this in the highest quality. It's going to be in 4K POVs. If you don't want to have like a serious going addiction, I suggest like you never get on this website. This website is banned. This website should be banned. I'm going to be honest. Because once people, it's like crack, bro. It's like crack. It's like cocaine. It's like cocaine. Once you're here, yeah, it's not looking good. 360 configured POV. You know how I was just talking about the POV? Yeah, there are certain websites where you could, I don't know, like you could get a VR headset, or you could just like have your phone close as hell to your face, and it will configure the movements. So if you have your phone close as hell to your face and you move your phone along with your head, then it's like virtual reality. There is virtual reality sports. Yeah, level 5. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this is when shit gets real, and can't nobody stop it. Back to back nuts. Now, after you go and you're finished, and like you still want more, and you still need to go. Yeah, I'm talking like the same video too. Like you're just watching one video, you bust halfway through, you're like, no, it's not enough, and then you still keep going, and you finish the video after you did it once, and then by the end of the video, you do it twice. Yeah. You're a level 5, nigga. Deepfakes. Now, me personally, I don't support this. Jenna Ortega deepfakes. It's like, bro, this is not a real video. This is low-key unethical. I feel like this should be illegal, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's very easy to do, like, something illegal with this, bro. You barely watch studio professional videos now. This goes back to what I was saying about now you got introduced to amateur homemade videos. Now amateur homemade videos is all that you basically watch. 90% of what you watch is that. You recognize stars just off their assets alone, bro. If you could see like a pair of titties and you're like, oh, this is so-and-so athlete. Yeah. You don't even see their face. Or like in the thumbnail it's just their butt. And you're like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. Yeah. Or even if like, you just like seeing like, I don't know, just seeing their waist, seeing their belly button, seeing their feet. And you recognize them? Bro, my nigga, go work for the FBI, bro. You know how much murders you can solve, probably? Due to the skill set? Come on, bro. Level 6 is getting real dark. We're at a place where the sun never visits, bro. Uncensored JAV, Japanese adult video. As you may or may not know, Japanese videos, they are censored. Japan doesn't believe that you should be able to just see a penis in 4K. So they censor it with pixels. With that being said, like if you have like a specific website that has this, or like you have like, you just know where to look to find a stash of this stuff, yeah, bro, you're on level 6. Cause you're going out your way. You're going out your way to goon, bro. Like you're going out your way to goon. Like it's not convenient. Well, it's convenient if you know where to look after a while. Once you gain some experience within it. But when you first start doing it, yeah, like that's, I wouldn't say that's convenient. Actually, I wouldn't know. I've never done this, but I would just assume it's level 6. You follow athletes on Instagram. Yeah, you're following like 20 athletes. You're liking all the pictures. You may even leave like a comment. You know, people like y'all like to leave like hard eye comments. You're so hot, babe! Exclamation point. Hard eyes. Wet emoji. Yeah, you like to do that. You're at level 6, buddy. You're capable of gooning up to 5 times a day. Now this sounds crazy, right? If you're like a level 2 gooner, this sounds crazy, but this is definitely a possibility. I feel like by the time you reach 20, by the time you're like a 20-year-old man, you've probably done this one time before in your life. At least once in your life, you've probably done it. It's just like one day you woke up and you were just like brick. You were a brick house. And a wrecking ball couldn't fix it, bro. You just needed to get it out. It happens. It's understandable. We're men. We have testosterone. It's understandable. You are capable of gooning up to 5 times a day. Now this, when I say this, it's not just like a one-off instance so you never do it again. No, you may do this like twice a month. You may do this twice a month. Going up to 5 times a day. Yeah. You're at level 6, bro. You can name 50 stars by name. Now, I don't know if I want to do this like on the spot. I'm pretty sure I can name 50 stars. Like if we're talking like on PH and on OF, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could name 50. If I think hard enough. And if you could relate to everything that I said up until this point, then you can do it too. Bitch, you can do it too. Level 6 spit beater. Now, this is for people who like, they exhausted all their lubrication. Like they have no more lotion, Vaseline, whatever. And they just need to get one out. Instead of like, I don't know, working out, doing something productive, you're like, no, I need to spit on my cock and goon. I need to do this right now. If you're a spit beater, you're at level 6, bro. Have I spit beater before? Twice, my whole life. Ah! But I'm talking about, like, bro, if you're a frequent spit beater, holy shit, bro. Now, to the spit beater's defense, it does help with the realism of gooning. So let's say you're watching a video of an athlete giving slurps. You spit on your hand. You really focus on the video, or you close your eyes or whatever. What does an athlete do when they slurp? They spit. You know what I mean? So it gives that feeling that you're actually getting slurped. Desensitized to female thumbnails. Now, if you're seeing a woman with like a fat ass dick, and like you it doesn't make you cringe, it doesn't scurry, like you just see it and you're just like, oh, whatever, and then you scroll past it, yeah, bro, you're at level 6 level. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you're a straight man, it should never get to that point. I'm gonna be honest. It should never get to that point. You should at least cringe a little bit, not want it on your screen. You shouldn't examine it. I'm not saying you have to be turned on by it, but it's just like, bro, this goes against nature, bro. Like that shit on the screen, that's not supposed to be there on a woman. That doesn't belong there. You don't belong here. It shouldn't be there. So for you to just look at that shit and just be like, oh, it is what it is. Yeah, you're at level 6. Goon at work/school bathrooms. It's a boring class. You finished all your work. Hey, teacher, can I use the bathroom real quick? Yeah, sure. Just take the hall pass. You take the hall pass, and you go to the boys' bathroom or girls' bathroom. I don't know. You go to the bathroom, and you start gooning, bro. And you try to be as silent as you can about it. You try to be super silent, but bro, I don't know. This is just next level. Like, I've never done this, bro. Ever. I've never done this. I don't understand people who do this. It's one thing to like sit on a school bathroom, especially if you're a boy, because people piss on the toilet seat and they don't wash it, and people don't flush the toilet. People clog the toilets. You're sitting on all that, right? But bro, you're gonna have the nerve to jack off, and you can't be using Vaseline because people are gonna hear that. So if you're doing this at school, you have to be quiet. You have to go like slow, and you have to dry beat slow. You're willing to do that just to get a goon off? You're at level 6, bro. Borderline level 7. Last stage of level 6. You're watching video starring 144p quality. Yeah, bro, it's cooked. Cause now you're just finding like obscure videos to go to. Like a normal video most people watch that has millions of views. You're finding videos that like nobody has ever seen, and they're low quality. They're probably like videos from India or Colombia or Brazil, Indonesia, where they're recording it on a Nokia. You're finding these videos and you're going to these videos, and you have a taste for these videos. Yeah, level 7 is getting so dark. Registered sports website account. Yeah, like if you made an account and you comment on the sport pages, on the sport websites, you comment, you reply, you like, thumbs up, thumbs down comments. Yeah, bro, you're in too deep, bro. Pause. And a lot of people with these accounts, guess what their profile picture is? You know what their profile picture is. If you made it past level 1, you know what their profile picture is when you see these comments, bro. So it's just like you're all the way freaked out, bro. Flashlight or ditto usage. Now, I have to use the PG versions of these words because I am on YouTube, but you can piece together what these means. If you're using toys to goon, yeah, come on, bro. Like you're level 7. Using toys, dysfunction. You're now at the level where you've gone too much, and your Lil Johnson, it's just been through too much. You try to go like you're horny, right? And then you say to yourself, I'm gonna go on so and so website, I'm gonna watch this, and you try to do it, and you just can't go up. You try to use the Vaseline, it's not working. Or you try to use the good lotion, it's not working. Nothing's working. This is at the point where you need to take a fucking break, bitch, and go do something, and maybe try again tomorrow. But now at this point in time, you are out of service. You're not working. You're like a McDonald's ice cream machine, bro. Third person wet dreams. Now this is where you're really on the deep end. Like this is bad. What is a third person wet dream, you may ask? This is when you're having wet dreams, like sex dreams, but they're not you. Like the man that's watching your favorite athlete, yeah, you have dreams about him doing it instead of you. See, when you watch sports, it's to stimulate you having fun with the athlete, the female athlete, right? You can't even have wet dreams regularly anymore, bro. You have to be a cuck in your own dreams, bro. And it's not even on purpose. It's just that that's what your mind stimulates. When your brain is thinking of fucking, I couldn't think of a better word. When your brain is thinking of that, it literally excludes you from it. Your brain has associated sex with you watching it instead of doing it. You wired your brain to do that. Which is also why dysfunction may happen. Third person wet dreams. This is terrible. This is bad, bro. You've reached the end pages. Oh my god. You Christopher Columbus all the way out through X videos, bro. Like you're just, yeah, it's just done, bro. Like, alright, you're at page 120. Like you haven't found what you're looking for, bro. You're not gonna find it. If you typed in a category and you're at 120 and you haven't found a video that you really want, you need to take a break, bro. Don't scour all throughout these sport websites until you get to goddamn page 258. And you still haven't found what you're looking for, bro. You're literally like Luffy with the One Piece. Now you're at the point where you're watching female. You know what I mean? And you're straight, supposedly. You just seen so many, like, boobs and butt. It just gets old. You need something new. You just say to yourself, damn, what if I fucked a woman and she has a Johnson just like me? I wonder what that could feel like. You know, you always have to try something out once. Let me try this out. I have no words for this, bro. Like, this is just too deep, bro. Pause. It's too deep, man. Odd fetish gooner. Now this is at the point where you're just cut, bro. Like you have weird fetishes. Like you have like little person fetishes. You have domestic violence fetishes. You have poop fetishes. Like 2 girls, 1 cut type shit. Like you're just cut, bro. Simple as that. You can goon up to 10 times a day. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've never done this. So I'm not a level 7. I don't think I know anybody who's ever done this. I don't know if I know anybody that's capable of doing this. This is just next level, bro. 10 times, bro. Kangas Khan can't even fuck with you, bro. This is not me saying you do it 10 times a day. I feel like that's physically impossible. But like I said, with the up to 5 times a day, this is something you probably do like twice a month. Twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a month. Scary. God damn. If you're at this point, it's literally cut. Like, you can't go back. This is when shit gets real and can't nobody stop it. We're now level 8, the bottom of the iceberg. 365 going straight. If you know this, this means you've gooned every single day of the year. It could be your birthday. You goon. It could be after church or some shit. I'm assuming if you do this, you don't go to church. But you goon. A family member could have died. You goon that day. You could be busy all day. By the time you get home, you're exhausted. Or by the time you get in bed, you're exhausted. You still goon. You could be having company over at your house. You still find a way to go. You will make sure that you go throughout the day. 365. And it's not like just one time. It could be multiple times throughout the day. But you do it at least once in a 365 Earth Georgian calendar year. Classroom/break room goon. Now this is when you're gooning in public. Yeah. But you're trying to be discreet about it. So let's say you're at the back of the class. Like nobody really sees you. And you know that thing that you do when you're cold in class? Like let's say you're wearing a long sleeve or you're wearing a jacket. You put your arms in your shirt. So the sleeves on your shirt are loose, just flopping around. And your arms are in your shirt. And the excuse could be, oh, he's just cold. That's why he's doing that. But no, like you're secretly putting your hand in your pants. And you're slowly gooning. Going up and down, slowly. If you do this and there are people right, left, up, and down to you, you should only really do this if you're like in the last row of the class. Like you're in a corner of the classroom. This is the only time you should do this. Even that's risky because there is someone next to you. But I guess if you want to be super discreet about it and they're not paying super hard of attention to you. Or let's say like during a test even. You know when you have tests and they have the binders up? Yeah, during that time. Bro, if you gooned in class, not even if you've done it before, if this is something that you have repeated offenses with, you're cut, bro. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Only attracted to physical things now. You can have the baddest bitch in the world in front of you. In real life, it's just nothing. Like, your meat can't do it. But you may watch so much cartoon sports, your brain will replace an attractive woman and say, oh no, fucking attractive women. Let's go to Phineas and Ferb's mom. Yeah, that really turns me on. You see what I'm saying? And it's the only thing that works for you. Yeah, bro. This is worse than fentanyl. Tor browsing. If you're Tor browsing, bro, oh my goodness. This is self-explanatory, bro. If you're Tor browsing to watch sports, what the fuck could you possibly be watching, bro? What are you watching for someone to say, oh, I have to make sure nobody can ever connect me to even viewing this video? Yeah, nigga. It's cooked. Telegram. If you're using Telegram to watch sports, this is almost as bad as Tor browsing. But the thing about Telegram, nothing legal is ever going on Telegram. You know what I mean? So what the hell could you be like? Are you watching like Yugoslavian war crime porn? Like, what are you watching, bro? Maybe like underage sports. You know what I mean? Like Telegram, like the Telegram. This is when stuff gets bad, bro. Cause this is where people are gatekeeping videos, bro. They are gatekeeping videos, bro. It's not even for public viewership. You're watching private sports videos on a random server. You're cooked, bro. Level 8 CEI. Now, if you don't know what CEI means, it means come eating instructions. Yes, these are videos people watch where a woman is telling them to goon, right? Gooning, I'm gooning. You're gooning. And she tells you when to finish, right? After you finish, she's gonna tell you how to eat your product. She's gonna tell you how to eat your gooey white stuff. Do it with one finger, suck it slow, lick it off. Your own Johnson, if you can, if you're flexible enough. Yeah, like you watch this video and you actively do what you're told. You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. I better not see you within 500 feet of any children, bro. Omnipotent impotence. This is when your Johnson literally eats itself and devours itself and disappears and ceases to exist. On an evolutionary standpoint, we weren't meant to bust this much. Genghis Khan was at least doing that with real women. You are alone in your room, bro. Final stage of the GOONER Iceberg. Jail, prison. Whether you got caught watching videos, unspeakable videos, or this is like when people do this, they get to the point, let's say like they're in the car and they're at a parking lot, right? They'll be in their car, they'll have their hands in their pants just looking at people. Just gooning, bro, in their car. Let's say they see like a woman, right? They see a pregnant woman and walking with her is her little 4-year-old son. He's just looking at the woman, he's gooning, right? And when he's about to nut, he busts, right? And for that nut, he wishes, oh my God, I wish I didn't bust on my pants in hand. I wish it could have been on that little 4-year-old boy.